Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Thursday and welcome back to another candle review extravaganza here on my channel. I have two more holiday scents from Homeworx that I'm going to be reviewing today, as well as a new fragrance from Nest. So there's 3 videos going up today, and hopefully these videos are helpful in helping you decide whether you are interested in any of these fragrances or not. So I'm really excited about this first one here. I actually used the label on this Homeworx Snowy Sleigh Ride as my inspiration for decorating this entryway table where I'm filming. This particular label, I don't know, it's so simple. It's basically just snow-covered trees in a forest. I don't know what it was about this, but it just seemed just so beautiful and kind of slightly rustic, but just elegant at the same time. And I just wanted something on this entryway table that was kind of in line with this image, and really love what I came up with. And if you're curious about the actual decorating of the entryway table, I will have my holiday Decorate With Me series that will be going live I think the first Sunday in December. I'm gonna do an entire week of just Decorate With Me videos. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, hopefully it maybe gives you some new inspiration, or maybe if you haven't started decorating by that point, some motivation to hop to it, because by that point we will definitely already be in December, which is crazy to think that we're halfway through November. It's blowing my mind, guys. Thanksgiving is next week, right? Oh my gosh, I think Thanksgiving is next week. Yep, okay, someone just had a realization. I'm gonna need to go buy a turkey. I've not done any of that stuff yet. And I'm hosting, so perfect. All right, you guys, let's get into the review of Snowy Sleigh Ride. I did purchase this one from Homeworx.Shop, so I'm actually not sure. I don't think this one was released over at QVC. Don't quote me on that. I will always put links for everything in the description box below this video, so I will link this candle where you can find it. If you are shopping at Homeworx.Shop, you can use my discount code to save a little bit of money. This video will be going up on a Thursday, so I'm assuming that there is a candle sale coming up this weekend. I have not heard quite yet what it is for this weekend. I think this candle is still available over there. And this one might be one that people are finding over at HomeGoods and TJ Maxx as well, so definitely keep an eye out there. I can tell you that if I run across one of these either at HomeGoods, Marshalls, or TJ Maxx, which I, by the way, have the worst luck with, I don't find any of these candles that you guys are finding. But if I come across this one, I will absolutely pick up more of it. You guys, this is one of my new favorite holiday scents from Harry. Again, this is one that it's not particularly fancy or exotic, but it's just so beautifully done and kind of simple, but just pretty. This is just a pretty fragrance, you guys. So let's get into the fragrance notes here. So your notes are blue spruce, snow-covered woods, pine sap, and winter air. So as far as the actual tree scent, I do think it mimics very nicely a blue spruce tree. It does have a slight sweetness to it, and I think that's where that pine sap definitely comes in. So it is a somewhat sweeter tree scent, but that being said, it's not sweet in the sense that it's cloying. It just smells like a real tree would. So you've got that pine sap in there. You also do have what I think they're referring to as this winter air. Now, what I like about this is that it's not necessarily using mint or eucalyptus to convey that, which is my least favorite. I'm really not a huge fan of mint, and I am not a huge fan of eucalyptus. I've just smelled way too much of it in my florist career, so I'm kind of over the uke. But it really does have kind of like a slight cooling effect that comes into play here. and it really smells like you are walking through a like cold, snowy Christmas tree farm. Like you're on your way to go pick out your perfect tree, and as soon as you cut it, you kind of get that sweetness like off of, like when you smell like the stump, the bottom part of your tree, where you've got that fresh wood and that kind of sap sometimes oozing out. It's just, that's exactly what this smells like, you guys. And again, it's very simple, but it's beautiful and elegant at the same time. I love this scent. So I purchased one, and I was lucky enough to get one sent to me as PR from Homeworx as well. So once I finish this one, the second one I will be saving for the week of Christmas, because this is definitely the candle that I want going here in this space on Christmas Day when we're opening presents and having dinner and everything else. So I'm a big fan of this one. In terms of strength and throw and overall quality of the burn, first of all, as for overall quality, I am having no issues with the wicks. They do tend to want to lean just a little bit, so I make it a rule with most of my Homeworx candles to not burn them for more than 2.5 to 3 hours at a time. I think that's just a reasonable amount of time for most candles, unless it's paraffin and it just takes 3 hours to pull out completely. But yeah, for me, most of my candles at right around that point, I tend to blow them out, and that's just what works for me. If you do insist on burning it longer, I could see this one getting a super deep wax pool on you, and with the tendency of the wicks to want to kind of lean in on themselves, you're probably going to have them fall over. So just be warned about that. There is no sooting. The wax color is not gray or discolored in any kind of way. It's just really looking quite beautiful, actually. So I'm going to give you guys a quick overhead shot. I just lit this right before starting filming, so it hasn't pulled out completely, but you can see here that she's had some really nice burns. There is no real wax residue that's sticking to the side, so it's been doing just fine with that. So that hasn't been an issue at all. In terms of strength and throw, the strength is, it's definitely a solid 6. It is on the slightly, no, I would say it's a solid medium. I mean, I would say like lighter medium to medium, but I can smell it just fine. And that it might be because it's in the entryway here, which is sort of my fragrance vortex. I always joke about how I put candles here that don't behave. So this one is, it's fine. It's actually doing quite well in this space. It certainly throws the fragrance around pretty well. The throw, I'm gonna put it at about a 7. That might be just because I have it here. It could be more of like a 6, depending on where you put it in your house. And one thing I wanna mention is if you are struggling to smell a candle, definitely try moving it around a little bit. I do have a video about how to deal with problem candles. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll link it in the description box down below. So definitely go check that out if you're having some problems with your candles. It might help you fix some of those strength and throw issues as well. So anyway, I'm having a really good experience with it. Do I wish it was just a touch stronger? Always. I mean, but I am that person that wants the candles to smack me in the face. That being said, I think it's doing just fine, and I'm really enjoying it. And honestly, if, like I said, if I see this at the discount stores, I'll definitely pick up more. I'm not sure that I'm going to be ordering like replacement candles for things that I've already burned at this point. I might still be ordering some new things that are coming in, but I really hope this one comes back. Like, I've got my fingers crossed that this one becomes a staple for Harry. I just think it's incredibly well done. So 2 big fat thumbs up for me. Let me know what your experience is with Snowy Sleigh Ride in the comments down below. Check out the description box for all the links that I mentioned, and stay tuned for candle review coming up. Candle review number 2, I should say, coming up here in the next little bit. Take care. Toodaloo.